Hi, everybody. Welcome to Relishing the Dead podcast tonight, where we devour all things in the TWD universe. I'm Carol.
I'm Eliza.
I'm Barb.
And tonight we have some very special guests that everybody's going to get to know this in the next couple of weeks. And we are super excited because they are family. We have all of most of the little characters that are going to be working Survive the Night. Yay! We're so excited about this. So I want to introduce, we have Wes, we have Terry and Kay, and we have Jonathan. And unfortunately, Sarah is not with us tonight. But Sarah and Wes, the adventure games for Survive the Night, this is their brainchild. And so we're kind of hoping to learn a little bit about this for the camp in a couple of weeks and have everybody join them and play the games. Wes, Jonathan, and Terry and Kay, welcome.
Hi, guys.
Hey.
Oh.
Hey, thanks for having us.
So excited. Now, some of you may recognize Terry. He's been on the podcast before. And some of you may have recognized Wes. He's been on the podcast before. But Jonathan, hi, honey.
Hey.
Hi, Boo Boo.
What? No, you should have put the real name up there, Jonathan.
Well, we can change all the names if we need to.
Yeah.
So, Carol and Barb, have you guys played any of the Survive the Night games?
I have not.
I have. And absolutely.
There's no time.
Yeah,
There's
I
always-
did it 2 years ago with Theo when he had a broken arm, and it was it was your escape room, and actually Jess, Terry and Kay's daughter, was one of the screamers in the room and scared everybody. But going through with Theo, his broke arm, he was just like, protect the Theo, protect the Theo, you know. But yeah, so they're a blast.
So how long have you been doing this, Wes?
We actually started, our very first one started, I think, 2020. And we actually did it in Harrelson at the where they filmed season 3. We had a very elaborate hour-long adventure we took everybody into. You had guides that would basically, they were lost, and you were a group of survivors that got lost yourselves, and you had to get supplies and ammunition, and you walked around and you encountered pods of zombies trying to eat you, and you had to start generators and solve clues and turn the power on to buildings and unlock things. So it was a very first one, and it poured rain for most of it, and it was absolute hell for us, but the people absolutely loved it. So we had a lot of people that volunteered and helped out, and you know, that's after that the camp wanted us to come, and we started doing a couple, some of you might remember the outdoor stuff. Jonathan started doing the outdoor stuff with us, him and his son, and we kind of ran around and shot each other with laser tag guns, right?
Yeah.
It was a bit brutal outside in the heat of Georgia, so eventually we moved inside and started doing the escape room style. So we haven't looked back since.
Awesome.
What
Now,
time is your first show during camp?
The first one's actually at 10:30 on Saturday, so it's actually before the doors open. Saturday is pretty well booked up. There's a few, like, between the actors sessions, there's a couple half-hour blocks between them. The game's like 20 minutes long. But Sunday we've got a few in the morning, and then it we're pretty wide open in the afternoon for Sunday. But yeah, it's a full house for us this year.
So I know that, you know, the tickets for the games for the actors, and we'll have you talk about that. But a lot of people have asked if they just wanted to play the game without the actor, do they buy the ticket from you, or do they have to buy tickets online?
They come and see us. So it's going to be limited availability. So they would just come to our table, talk to Miss Sarah or whoever's out there, and they'll be able to get you set up. We can't guarantee anything, like I said, on Saturday, and it is kind of a first come, first serve. We can take up to 10 players at a time. So I would just get a schedule. The great thing about the camp now is they've got that app where you could see the schedule of who's playing, and you can kind of see those little blocks between them. So if you want to come in there and grab a game real quick and be scared to death by one of us, by all means, come by and talk to Miss Sarah. She'll be able to get you set up. And the tickets are, I think, are like $25 a person or something like that for the general admission ones without the actors. So.
And you
Now,
guys
every
did
year,
a big deal. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Carol.
I was going to say, every year the theme is a little different. Have you changed it up this time from last year, or?
It's kind of the same. That you have to kind of be quiet in the room, but there's a lot of new stuff, a lot of new technology. You might encounter a couple different creatures in the room this year, so who knows what's going to happen.
You guys did a big deal, 2 years ago at Fandemic? You had a pretty substantial setup there at Fandemic, too.
Yeah. That was a great year. We were busy the whole time. We got there, set up, and it was just nonstop. And our poor staff that work with us, Terry, Kay, and Jonathan and Michelle, and all them. Every time we go try to run for the bathroom, we'd get out about 2 miles away and get called back. So.
Wow. That's when you get on one of those little urinals from a hospital. Get Sarah to bring those to you.
So,
Bring your own porta potty.
Bring the real into it. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, that's one of the very first ones there we did out there in the parking lot. That was hell. But it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Now what was this? This looks like it was in Sonoy.
Yeah, during their
What was it? Their Thursday live, whatever it is that they do.
Yeah, it was just a little thing we set up just so they can keep people engaged and stuff. It was just a little shooting gallery. Actually, that's actually what got us started with what we did at Fandemic and what we do at a lot of our conventions. So I had the idea of like an arcade shooting gallery, and we just kind of threw some stuff, and kids would come out and, they would shoot at the targets. So that got me thinking a lot. Like, we do a lot of events where we set up in a room, and, not every convention has a room for us to set up in, correct? So I was like, how do we get this on a floor of a convention? So we came up with the shooting gallery that we do like at some of the other conventions. We're not doing it at this one, but if you come to our CreepyCon, you'll get the chance to see it. But it is basically a tent, and we have our creatures coming at you, and you have to shoot and kill them before they get to you. You don't have to walk around or anything. You stay on one spot, but the whole premise is like one of those old arcade shooting galleries, like back in the day where the thing would pop up, you'd shoot it and kill it, right? Well, this is actual creatures coming at you. And you're not guaranteed to make it out alive. So Jonathan's notorious for killing everybody at the end. So making people run out of a tent, making people.
I gotta be extra.
Yeah,
I gotta be extra.
Yes, we do.
So one of the things
We've
wanted to
seen
really
some of the
bring-
vacation pictures, Jonathan. We know you got to be extra.
So we had a lot of fun with our group. We have a lot of behind the scenes stuff that we want to share. There's a milk jug involved.
Oh God.
Sometimes it's a log.
Sometimes it's just whatever I can get.
So
So beware.
right. Things go flying through the air when we play.
Now, you guys. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you go ahead.
One year, Jonathan decided to pick up a milk jug and chug it across the, not chug it, but fling it across the arena, and hit one of our characters in the head and knocked him out.
Oh Lord.
Not really. I mean, he fell, but it was hilarious. I had a hard time at that time. We had a little control booth, and I sat at the control booth and ran everything. Now everything's like automated, but I just busted out laughing. I had Misty, who is our witch. She's a creepy little creature with these long, spindly fingers. She's laying next to me because she just got killed, and she's laughing, and she's like trying not to pee her pants. And Sarah and everybody outside the tent is laughing because we're all laughing. It was hysterical. The guests were laughing. It was just, I don't know how he did it. It was just spot on. The guy sat up, bam, right in the forehead. Came the smoke jug right into his forehead.
Here's some of the pictures from past where Jonathan is the behemoth. There's Misty.
Bruce.
Yeah. There's Misty with the hands. And then Michelle, Jonathan's lovely wife.
Now at that one, you guys had Bruce Campbell came over and played with you guys.
That is correct.
How was that?
He had to change his pants afterwards.
Let me see if I can find it because I have that picture.
He ran out of the tent. He was scared.
There he is. We were so excited for you guys because Angel and I both, we were just like, oh my God, Bruce Campbell's in the tent. We go over and Sarah's like, yeah, Bruce Campbell's in there. We were so excited when he came out. I mean, it was great.
he was hilarious playing. But I think the one that got him was Misty, wasn't it, guys? I think
it was Misty.
Yeah. She reached under the table and did a little tickle, and he ran out the booth real quick.
Oh my. Oh my.
It wasn't that kind.
I'll bet.
Wasn't that the same year that we had Jim Cummings, the voice of Tigger and Winnie the Pooh?
Yeah, I remember y'all talking
the
about
whole time he's killing zombies. It was hilarious.
It would be hard to be scared.
He had taken a few. So
Yeah.
He must have.
It wasn't. Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Oh my gosh, how funny is that? Who has been the actor that you guys have had the most fun with on any of your Survive the Night formats?
They're all great, though. I mean, every one of them comes in and they're ready to conquer that room, especially like the camp side. And last year we only had one true winner. The others had like advantages where they had other people came in and played beforehand. Mm-hmm. But every one of them comes in, you know, they're just gonna win it, and we always build them really hard. Mm-hmm. But it's hard to say because each one is so different, you know. Teo is great, you know, he's running around cutting up jokes, you know. Cooper was fantastic. Cassidy, it was funny. We have a creature called the lump on the log, we call him. And you have to get something from that creature. And she was so scared to grab it. She, instead of grabbing the item that she was supposed to grab, she grabbed everything, all the netting and everything, and pulled it all off the display and everything. So, but every actor is unique, and they all bring some entertainment to the group when they come in. I really don't have a favorite because they're all fantastic when they play. I don't know. How about you guys, Jonathan, Terry, Kay?
I'm kind of with you on that. They're all different. They're all unique, and they all bring something different to the table.
Yeah.
Same.
Do you have a personal favorite experience?
It's election year. You can't. No, I'm sorry.
Well, the first time me and Terry did it with you, Wesley, was in Atlanta for Hotlanta, and with all the paranormal people. Now that was funny because they're scared of us. At least
the paranormal people are afraid of you.
Not scared of anything. I jump up, scream, and you know.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you're quite a screamer, Kay.
I guess I get it from Jessica.
That's fantastic.
I'm not going to.
So you've you've had several people that have done it, like we've talked about. You've got Angel Theory did it, and that was when you guys were outside.
Yep, she was fun.
Teo.
There's Teo, and there's Cooper with some of his groups, and then there's Robert and Ethan and Teo with
Yeah,
our own Regina.
yeah. We usually do like an actors group, like the actors that didn't get to play the game, they come in and they'll play. So
that's fun. And then these are just random pictures from other people that are at the camp that we recognize. And then there's the Bruce Campbell one. This one was last year, correct?
correct. Yep, that's the new game.
Yeah, and that was the mask that you freaked me out with the clickers. And I still haven't gotten over that yet. So traumatized by that. But didn't you have Eric? Wasn't he part of that, Terry? Wasn't he in there?
The last
Eric was.
camp, Eric, yes.
Yeah.
He was a particular
He's actually, he would have been here helping, but he's actually in an advanced leadership course in Virginia right now. So
Gotcha. I gotcha.
He found out he was off the weekend of the camp. He goes, but that's only 2. I can't go that
he
far.
can't drive all the way down for that weekend.
He was thinking about it.
I mean, he could.
He could.
He was
Yeah.
thinking about it,
He
but they
could.
wouldn't let him go that far.
Oh,
So.
I gotcha.
Who would you say is the most competitive besides, I mean, Teo is competitive, like
I was going to
to
say
the
that.
hill. Yeah.
Teo is very well. It really depended on the game, but like if we were just doing the laser tag, Teo was probably the most competitive out of the group. But when it comes to the escape room, I'm gonna have to give it to Michael James Shaw. He was spot on. Him and Cooper were very competitive about it. But Michael James Shaw, he was the winner last year, so
Okay.
I think he took it serious. Came in there and knocked it out of the park.
So how long does it take for you, Jonathan, and for you, Terry and Kay, for you guys to get ready in your costumes and stuff? And if people walk into this thing, are they going to be able to recognize you?
You mean when they take their costumes off?
When they go in as the creatures.
They have their costumes on now.
Now I know.
Yeah, so they take their masks
This
off.
is
and
it.
they look like-
That's why it's so scary.
The
Because,
light is just, it's making us all pretty right now. So.
right. It's that beard, Terry. It's that
That's
glorious beard. Yeah. How long does it take you guys to get into these outfits?
Not long.
Not long.
We go prepared.
Yeah, we got
for
prepared.
Quick change.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
6 minutes.
And we kind of make everything so it's easy to swap out if we need to get out of.
And we
costume
help
real
each
quick.
other with makeup and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
So,
We got a good
Yeah.
team.
yeah, everybody helps each other out on that. So
I gotcha. When people, you said how long is the each game? They're like 30 minutes, 40 minutes.
It's 20 minutes for the actual game, and
Oh.
then usually there's a group photo at the end.
I gotcha.
You know,
Okay.
and then you got to be there in time to get the briefing and stuff before you walk in. So that's, I guess, Sarah wanted me to touch a couple notes. We can't let people in once the game starts because it's not fair to the group and stuff. So make sure you're there on time. And we ask everybody to be there at least 10, 15 minutes before so you can hear the briefing because there are some rules that we have to go over. Last year, unfortunately, we had some people that weren't very respectful with the rules, and we had to kind of tighten things up a little bit this year to make sure that we cover all the bases. So we want to make sure everybody understands that we're there to have fun, you know, and we're not there to be mean to anybody, but if you're breaking a rule, we have to ask you to leave. We got to be respectful for the safety of our team and the safety of others, as well as we want everybody to be able to have fun and enjoy the game. So
Have you had a lot of those bad experiences?
really,
That's good.
We had one instance where somebody walked around the table at our shooting gallery, and Terry
That was the last
like
one.
tackled a guy and hog tied him and like hung him up outside, and we all beat him a little bit. But I mean, he laughed and he had a good time. I mean,
And now he's going to be a character in the escape room this year, just as a corpse, right?
yeah. You'll see him.
Now you know the secret. Now you know.
Yeah, right. That's it. That's the secret.
Just
That's
cross the
Terry's
line,
point.
see where you become.
Feel free to go over some of the key rules that you have for those who are listening that might want to join in on an actor game if they've already got a ticket bought, or just an individual game on Sunday. So
Sure.
feel free to go over some of those rules.
Well, and Sarah will go over them with you before you enter the room, but there's no running, jumping, climbing on anything. We just ask that there's certain tablecloths covering certain things. Just don't remove them. Don't pull on any wires that are on the back of any of our equipment, because that's, they're plugged into something, and it could ruin the game. No punching, hitting, or kicking any of our actors. No shining flashlights in their eyes or anything like that. That's pretty much it. I mean, we won't allow any kind of cell phones during the game either. So that even includes using it as a flashlight. So if you have a cell phone, you can keep it in your pocket or keep it with Miss Sarah. She'll be able to take any kind of belongings and keep them safe at the check-in desk. You guys have anything? I mean, just be respectful,
Right.
towards everybody.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Especially the younger ones that come in and play.
It's actually a lot of the times it's the older ones that know better.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it's probably more the adults than anybody.
It's
There's always one in the crowd.
especially those that wanted to come around the table. Those guys, those that knew better.
Yeah.
Got excited.
So
He got a little excited. He
just a
did.
little excited.
Yeah, he was excited.
Just a little bit.
So
Those
Only
It's like
Cassidy, and Cassidy's the only one allowed to pull everything off of a display.
right.
Well, I mean, it was an
Only if she's going to
accident.
come back and help put it back up.
Yeah, right. Any insights into what you guys are going to be doing this year without giving it away?
Oh, he just did.
You gotta be quiet.
Oh,
Oh,
quiet.
he did. You got to be quiet. I like it. Of course, we know Jonathan as the Night Stalker walker, so he just blasts through a window and he'd just take care of shit. It don't matter.
It is what it is, right?
Yeah, everybody that's in the audience and watching, Jonathan Cooley did play the Night Stalker walker on The Walking Dead, the one where Rosita is having the dream that the Whisperer is coming in and stealing Coco. We all hated that walker, but we love Jonathan. He's so sweet.
I'm a nice guy,
We may or may not reenact that scene. I don't know, because she is blind.
Oh, interesting. Interesting.
You heard it here first, folks.
It depends on how Knocker feels over there.
Knocker. I love it. Knocker.
Knocker.
don't forget your shirt, Jonathan.
I'm not going to forget my shirt.
More cowbell, as Sandy would say. Yeah, just give Jonathan a flask of something adult beverage, and he'll be drinking while he's playing it, and he'll
I'm
be great.
staying away from Jonathan and Wes. My liver is not ready for those two. I haven't warmed up.
I haven't told them I'm bringing the jalapeno tequila this time. So
Jonathan has
Now
no
they know.
liver.
now they know.
Jonathan doesn't have a liver.
He
Well,
does,
it's
but
there.
they have
It's
to- they have
there,
to
you know.
incubate it every time. Start.
In my defense, it's only during the camp. I don't drink like that all the time. It's just when I get with Wes and Terry.
Yeah, exactly. I was on live with you guys in New Orleans. Don't even try it, buddy.
She got us.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Bells go off every time Wes says, "Hey, Carol, want a shot?" Or Jonathan yells across the camp, going, "Carol, shots!"
Why is it spicy?
Why is it spicy? My liver is not ready. I have
So,
not tried.
Wes, I know that this means absolutely nothing to anybody that's watching except if they were in that hotel room last year. Did you use that sound everybody made while they were slurping their rolling shots? Is that going to be somewhere in the game this year of everybody slurping?
Do we need to
Hidden
do
in
a
the
quick
background
reenactment?
music over and over.
Yes.
That was
Everybody grab a
something.
shot. Here we go.
Yeah,
I think I
slow it
actually
down
used
and
part of
amplify
that.
it.
I think I used part of that sound for a new creature sound effect.
Awesome.
Nice.
That's scary. So anybody that plays the game, you're going to hear
If that's the case, we can't name
this
that.
horrible
creature.
slurping.
It's called the slurper.
This is just perfect.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna go with.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Oh my
The
God. We will live in infamy now as the voice of the slurpers.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's fantastic.
Oh my Lord. See, and yeah, everybody that's playing, y'all are in trouble. That's for sure. That's for sure. Oh my gosh.
Fantastic. So how do you come up with these ideas, Wes, for these creatures?
I don't know.
Lots of
I'm a
alcohol.
Well, no, I don't drink that much. No, I'm a big zombie genre horror fan. So, I mean, I see something and I try to incorporate it into our games a little bit. I mean, if you ever noticed, most of our games have some kind of theme to it that's always zombie related, right?
Mhm.
So, and we try to put a little bit of everything in there, you know, like Last of Us, and if you're a video game fan, you know, there's the famous game Left 4 Dead,
Yeah.
which was a big zombie shooting game. I mean, that's kind of what we do with our shooting gallery. It's based off of that. We've got, you know, Bruce, who is our tank. He comes busting out of a building and throwing stuff at people. We got our
So it's
witch, and
typecasting.
yeah. So I mean, we try to.
That's what he does at the Milo's factory now. So
Yeah. So he's gonna have
Just
a bunch of
plus
Milo's
fruit.
jugs he's throwing. We gotta change his name to Jugs.
The jug. I'll take that.
Jugs.
Yep.
Jugs Malo.
Hello.
This is fantastic.
That's so funny.
We try every year. We go to an event and we try to do something goofy and fun. You know,
Mhm.
we went to that was Atlanta Comic Con, and there was the people that were doing the fudge. You remember that, Jonathan?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We walked around. We weren't really zombies. We were more like cavemen, I think. Is what
It
we
sounded
kind of
like
sounded
cavemen.
like.
It sounded like.
Yeah.
It started out as zombies and ended
One
as cavemen.
That was last year on the back porch.
It was more like Day of the Dead. When they had that guy. Yeah.
I was dragging around a teddy bear. Like,
Okay.
Sorry.
it was fun. People loved it. We got so many photo ops with everybody, and she kick you in the shin.
Press
don't
the knee.
mind.
Press the knee. And it wasn't the wee one.
The wee. Wasn't the wee.
No.
Oh my God. It was the wee wee.
It was the left one. Knee.
Knee.
Me.
Knee.
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
Gina says Kay's beating Terry up.
I deserve every bit of it.
Well, you definitely have an incredibly creative mind, Wes.
Yeah.
And you fabricate all of the mask and everything for the show.
Yes. Yep. Create the costumes, the masks. We design the props, the puzzles, everything. I do the sound design for the show, for the the event. We even this year you're going to see lighting effects in it too. So I create all that.
What about a fog machine?
I was just gonna say, how about the smoke?
Well, yeah, as you know, we're going to have the fog machine. I was told to bring it, so I'm bringing it.
Yay, we get another fire drill.
Oh, it's yeah. They're going to have an extra parking lot in case, Just,
Yeah,
Nice.
I was told to bring it, so I'm bringing it.
Yep,
But yeah, we design everything from the ground up. It's a lot of fun though, but it takes like a full year to design a game. Basically, like I'm still how many days till camp, and I'm still got like 15 things on my checklist that I got to get done before the camp. So it'd probably be right up to the last minute. I'll be working on something. So
When you get there, I know you have the group of people that help you, but how long does the actual setup take?
well, when we first started, it would take all day. Now this group has got it to the point where we can set up in just a matter of an hour and a half, 2 hours, right? I'd say.
Yeah.
Depends on the game, like what's all involved. Like, with the camp, we don't have to set up walls and stuff like that because we're in a room. But we go to a convention where we're on a con floor. We have to set up walls and tents and cover everything up so that way the light doesn't come through, so we can have it as dark as possible. So that takes a little bit longer, but it's not too bad. Every year I try to come up with something to speed up the process, make things easier. Like I said, we used to day one, I was back there with switches and flipping on lights and stuff. Now we've got everything automated I push a button on a little control pad and everything starts, lighting, sound, timers, everything. So we kind of try to find ways to simplify it as much as we can. And the big reason is because we do take it to a convention. We're not like a typical escape room. So everything has to be kind of more robust, and so that way it can travel and be set up and take down and thrown in a box.
Do you think the experience is better like in the tent, outside, or in a room? Or is it just different?
It's no, not really. It doesn't really make much difference if it's in the tent or so a tent or a room. So this will be our first year. CreepyCon is our first year. We're actually going to try the escape room on a con floor. So we've always done our shooting gallery with the monsters coming at you, just because you don't have to have people walking around. So this year we're actually doing both at CreepyCon. We're doing the shooting gallery and the escape room at the same time. So that takes twice as much equipment to run them, but I think it's in the long run we're providing an experience that nobody else can find at a convention. So that's the goal, is to be able to make this available to everybody. So, and we're kind of pioneering it right now, because there isn't really portable escape rooms except for like these ones in a trailer or something that pulls up, but nothing that's in a con floor. So we're kind of pioneering something new and exciting, and I'm hoping that everybody enjoys it like we've seen in the past. So hopefully it turns out to be something fun.
Cool. I think it would be amazing if you guys were able to do another deal back at Harrelson. I mean, I know I would love to join in on something like that. That was a pretty massive undertaking.
It was, and it was a one and done type scenario. It was just the amount of stuff that went into making that was unreal. And we couldn't have done it without Miss Jamie out there, who runs the shop out there, the Walking Dead tours, and Kat Antonelli, who does Fan Quest Nation and all that. They helped us get off the ground with that. But yeah, that was a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. Literally, there was some nights where, and I don't know if you've ever been out there at Harrelson, but being out there at night with no lights on and trying to set stuff up is just it. And it takes a lot to scare me. I mean, I build things to scare people, and There was quite a few times. My hair on my back of my neck, and my arms and everything was standing straight up. I was freaked out many a times out there.
So maybe a little paranormal activity on its own out there.
It was pretty creepy out there. I'll just say that. It's really creepy with no lights, and it's dark and foggy, and it just was creepy as all get out. But it was worth it. It was really worth it.
So Jonathan, how did you come on board with Survive the Night?
Well, yeah, Wes just randomly asked me one day, said, "Hey, you want to help me
You want
out?"
beer?
Yeah,
Want beer?
and he offered me beer, and I was like, "I'm game." Yeah, nothing really super fancy. Wes just, was like, "Hey, are you interested in helping me out?" And I was like, "Hey, it sounds like a good time," and it's just grew from there.
Gotcha. And what about you, Terry?
Well, me and Kay, we just started hanging out. They couldn't get rid of us, so he decided to put us to work.
Terry wanted a shot. That's what it was.
He wanted some of that habanero whiskey.
Yeah,
that's right.
That stuff is deadly.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so good.
So good.
It's so good.
As my liver quakes and goes.
Michelle would say, "I got this."
Yeah.
She's got this.
I got this. Yeah.
That's scary. That is scary.
So you guys are doing the camp. What other events, CreepyCon, what other events do you guys plan to try to make attendance at in the coming year?
We've got a couple venues a couple places that have asked for us. Nothing's finalized yet. But in October, we've got Gadsden. They're trying to work on a little Halloween festival thing going on. They want us there, and then actually Macon, Georgia, as well.
Did Carrie reach out to you?
Yeah, Carrie reached out to us. So right now we're kind of in the works with both of them, and then Jonathan does a camping thing that we're looking at maybe possibly doing something at a campground during one of their weekends or something. So other than that, we don't really. This year was supposed to be a light year for us. We were planning on taking kind of a break and just doing the camp, but more and more are reaching out to us.
I was gonna say, do they reach out to you, or do you go to certain cons that you're interested in and say, "Hey, this is what we have to offer"?
Well, most of the time they reach out to us if they really want us. We've tried to reach out to other cons, and they kind of just, I don't know. I think we're just too new, and they don't understand what we are, and they just kind of blow us off. We were with the the Fandemic Dead group.
Uh-huh.
We were doing that, which was bought up by Atlanta Comic-Con. But that kind of fell through recently. We did 2 years with them, and they changed ownership or something. Something changed, and so it kind of fell through. We're not doing anything with them at the moment. But if there's any kind of conventions that anybody knows of that we might be fitting for, let us know, and we'll reach out to them and see what we can get. Or if you know them personally, have them reach out to us, and we'll see what we can do.
Yeah, I had been talking with Carrie, and she was saying that she's working with the city of Macon now, and they're trying to get this big festival going. And I told her, I said, you got to get Wesley, and you got to get Survive the Night. So I'm glad she was able to make contact with you.
Yeah, we're still in the works with it, see what it's gonna all entail. But we've been asked to do like one-off like birthday parties and stuff like that, and I mean it's too hard to go through all the planning and try to set that up. So it's got to be more like the festivals and conventions and stuff like that. That's kind of where we shine.
What about we know we've got like Scare Fest and Horror Fest and all those coming up.
Things like that would be great. I don't know who to contact. And like I said, this year we were kind of taking a break.
Okay.
My work has changed things up. Jonathan's work has changed things up. Terry's doing his thing. So we're kind of slowed down a little bit, trying to just kind of take it easy a little bit. So that way we're not overworking ourselves.
Right.
But we do at the same time. We all love getting together because when we do our little events, we all get an Airbnb and we hang out and we go out to dinner and it's a family. We've grown into a family. We do our little we call them our team building activities. Going whitewater rafting in a rubber inner tube down the rapids.
I'm sorry to say, aren't those work sessions?
Yes.
Yeah, that one was a work session for sure.
Yes.
That was a little.
Yeah.
It was very hard on y'all's bodies working through those things. Yeah.
I think poor
more,
Kay and Jonathan got the worst of it.
We ought to call them ass crashes. So that's
ass crashes.
Yeah. I about broke my ankle. And
one of us could move the next day or 6
it
months
was
later.
fun. It was fun. It just was painful fun.
Well, the after pictures certainly gave us a lot to. That's for sure.
I have no idea what you're talking about. There was pictures.
Yes, there were.
Yeah. I used to be able to say I did all my stupid stuff before cell phones, but it seems like now I'm doing more stupid stuff.
It's just now that you're getting caught.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for the invite next time. That's all I'm going to do. I'm just waiting for the invite.
It's an open invitation. You know that.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited that you guys are going to do something in Gadsden. I mean, that's where Terry and Kay are. And
yeah, we had somebody reach out to us that we did this last Halloween. When I went to go hand out candy, me and Kay went to hand out candy with Jada. The person in charge of that is going to be doing the festival, and she asked us to get a hold of Wesley. She was interested. So we just haven't got all together, getting everything together, because she wanted mine and Kay's input on the theme and the style and everything. So we're going to
They want to do like a mini Salem type setup.
Yeah.
oh, cool. Okay.
So
And-
that would be
yeah.
interesting.
That would be awesome. And Jonathan, I've seen some pictures, but you and Michelle go to something at a campground every year. What? It's like a walk through Halloween town.
It's just the it's a local campground, and everybody decorates the campsites, and at the end of right before Halloween, they have a big Fairyland festival, and all the kids come in and trick or treat, and it's just every weekend there's so many people coming into the campground. And when we did one of our family outings at the campground, we always sitting there talking to Wes, like, dude, I wonder if we could set up here, So we're trying to get with the right people on that, and hopefully it works out.
Yeah, they have a lot. It's buttholes to elbows.
It's family friendly too.
But
it was fun.
It was fun.
Yeah.
It's at Tannehill, right?
Yeah, Tannehill. Yep. Tannehill State Park.
And where is that, in Alabama?
Yes.
Okay.
And for anybody that's watching, Wes and Sarah both were also on the show on The Walking Dead. They were part of Alpha's Whisperer group as well as Jonathan. So, yeah.
Actually, me and Wes met.
Yeah, that's how Jonathan and I met, was on the show. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep.
I love it.
The good old days of being on set, having spiders crawling on us.
That's why she kept socks on. That's why Alpha kept her socks on.
Yeah, sock sex.
Yep.
So do you guys, being that you guys, well, Wes, you're not in Alabama, you're in Georgia, but Terry and Jonathan and Kay are all in Alabama. Do you guys have any plans of continuing the background work or anything like that?
Jonathan's been doing background work. I stayed out of it for a while now, so I haven't reached back out to the casting guy for a while. So I have no plans yet, because I want to get back into creating more.
We are so excited about that. We are so excited about that.
Right.
Jonathan,
you've been doing some work. Yeah, you've been doing some work lately.
Yeah, I've been doing a little bit here and there. Not as much as I want to, because my whole lifestyle changed. I changed jobs. I got off the road and took a local job. But when I've been working with some local casting companies here in Alabama, doing a few things here and there. Nothing super cool though. Yeah.
Anything with you in it is super cool, Jonathan. Anything.
What's that? Hey, Jonathan, what's that one that you have to pay $9.99 for?
We weren't going to talk about that one much yet, anyway.
How's that OnlyFans page going, Jonathan?
Is that on Skinamax?
Stop it.
Stop it.
Oh.
You know everybody's going to be going and now Googling Jonathan Cooley on Skinamax.
Yeah.
Jonathan's going to become super
Put on his
popular
IMDb.
here soon.
Well, trust me, y'all don't want to see this.
Y'all don't want to see this.
Well, I'm excited that all of that most of the events have sold. That's good for you guys. I think that's wonderful.
I think all of the actor ones have sold out except for Michael James Shaw. Last I seen, I think there was only a few tickets left.
Okay.
So, but it's a kind of a once in a lifetime thing to do, play with one of them actors. So, yeah, if there's any tickets, grab them because every experience is different.
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, because as soon as they announced them, most of them sold out right away. So I was, Casey's telling me, hey, I'm going to be putting up some tickets for sale. I'm like, okay, cool. And then I go look, an hour later, and I'm like, I thought you put tickets up for sale. Like I did. They're all sold out. I'm like,
right.
Crap. So
that's awesome. How many games do you guys run a day?
Like for the camp, probably about 30 of them, maybe.
Wow.
Get down.
For like when we're doing the shooting gallery style at conventions, we do closer to 300 a day.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's nonstop because those games are like 5 minutes long. So it's just one right after another after another. Excuse me, but yeah, they're pretty much nonstop, and it's pretty crazy the amount of people. We'll get lines, stretched out around the tent waiting to play. So, I think what it is people are screaming and they want to know what it is. I know Jeffrey D. Morgan asked. He said, "What are you guys smoking in there?" And I was like, "Bodies." So, because we got the smoke coming out of the ends, and it looks like a FEMA tent. Yeah, actually, when you walk up on it. So.
A FEMA tent.
Yeah, it does. It looks like a FEMA tent.
Somebody looking for some Q.
It's a white tent that's all dirty and dingy looking with stuff all over it. I'm not gonna say what's on it.
Wes. We ought to put a big red cross right up there in the.
I was thinking help.
Yeah.
Cross there.
Like a mash tent.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
lure them in.
One year we were at an event. We had to take all of our roofing off because sprinkler system. And, it was a nightmare. But I mean,
we worked it out though.
We worked it out. Yeah, it was fun.
Oh my gosh.
So much that goes into this. I'm so excited for you guys, and I'm excited for everybody that's going to be attending the camp that's going to be a part of this and get to experience it.
They're going to have a blast.
Yeah.
If they like being scared, they're going to have a blast.
Yeah. Well, and everybody I've ever talked to about Survive the Night, my kids love it. And anybody else that I've ever talked to at the camp that has done it, they tell me it's a fantastic experience. So you guys have done wonderful. Even with Jonathan as part of the crew. He could have been a hindrance, but, yeah.
So I was just going to look and see on Survive the Night if you have any tickets available left, just to tell everybody in the audience.
So yeah, like I said, a quick reminder, keep an eye on the calendar and those between times between the actors. those are a good time that if you want to come out and experience it without paying the price to be with an actor, that's a good time to come and play.
It's all of them are sold out. All of the actor sessions are sold out, but it's fun just to play. They're a blast to play.
Well, and then on Sunday, like I said, I think I'm not sure. I don't remember the exact last time one of the actors plays, but we got a lot more playroom in that Sunday, just because most of them are playing on Saturday. So our very first one's at 10:30 in the morning, and then they go all the way till I think 5 or something like that. But Sunday is pretty good because we're, like I said, we're pretty wide open, and we always stay till the end of the show. We don't pack up early or anything like that. So if you want to come play and you didn't get an actor ticket, come see Sarah. She can get you hooked up. So
sounds great.
There's always people that are wanting to play that are stragglers for sure. Mm-hmm. I've seen it myself, so I love it.
Yep. Usually we'll get a couple of the non-actor groups. We usually go through 3 or 4 of them groups, and then we do like the volunteers. We have the volunteer group come through, and the actors that didn't get to play or have their own groups, sometimes they'll come in and play. So
Stephanie Bratcher asked if there was a hint for the theme at the camp. Stephanie, all that Wesley said was basically quiet. So mum's the word.
Gotta be quiet.
Yeah. We don't give out hints.
Does anybody else have any questions for Wesley or Terry or Jonathan or Barb or Carol?
Or Kay or anybody?
Oh my.
Oh my. Well, this is going to be super exciting. And I have to say that even if you haven't gotten a ticket to play with one of the actors, technically you are going to be playing with an actor anyway.
That's right.
And
Two of them.
Maybe you'll get to be tickled by the Night Stalker Walker. Who knows? Maybe he'll throw a jug of milk at your head.
The Walker Knocker. The Walker Knocker.
The Walker Knocker.
The Walker
Jugs might throw something at you.
I mean, then what a story you would be able to tell. I got knocked out by a whisperer off The Walking Dead.
Right.
Anissa in the comments asks if you guys sell merch.
We actually don't. We've been looking at it. Maybe possibly making up T-shirts and stuff like that. We just don't know what kind of demand there would be for it. I think it would be kind of cool to see people walk around with our STN adventure game shirt, though.
Yeah.
Either that or I survived or something.
Or I survived, yeah.
We would definitely wear them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe we can look into that. We have how many days?
15.
Yeah.
Maybe get on it, Wes. As if we don't have enough stress in the next 2 weeks, right?
Right. But that is a good question. It is something maybe we should look into, is doing some merch. I think that would be neat.
Yeah,
I agree. And Terry is actually going to be making the backdrop, or is currently in production of the backdrop for the photo ops with the actors and stuff at the camp. And Terry, what did you say the theme was? What did you say you drew?
Something big.
Something big. Wow.
Neverland. Neverland.
So what?
Neverland.
It's you'll dig it. That's all I can say. You'll dig it.
We'll dig it. I'm sure we will.
If you made it, we'll dig it.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I'm really happy that you guys came on tonight. Thank you guys so much for explaining the games and telling everybody about it and getting the word out there. That was one of the reasons why we waited so long, was so that we would be so close to the camp to keep it fresh in everybody's brains. So I love it.
Yeah, we're excited to see everybody there.
Yeah, and they're actually going to be in a room close to where the photo ops are. So you will be walking by it all weekend. Stop in, say hi to them, even if they're sold out. But definitely jump on a game Sunday if they've got time and room.
That is right.
Absolutely.
And if you see Jonathan walking around, or you see Wes walking around, or Terry, or Kay, or Sarah, or any of them, just, hype them up and let them know that they've done a great job if you guys have experienced the game, because this is a big undertaking and these guys spend a lot of time and invest a lot of personal time and materials into this.
Yeah.
He asked how much just to play. What did you say it was, Wes?
25, I believe, is what Sarah's got. 20 or 25. So you'll have to ask her. Yeah.
Yeah. 20 or 25, Kiki.
I just build the thing. She sells it.
Kiki, they'll have a sign out front during the camp. You'll see it at the table. It'll have all the prices and stuff, but I think it's $25. So that's without an actor. Yeah, it's not bad, Kiki. For this kind of experience, if you've seen the work that goes into it, it's pretty damn creepy. And like I said, last year, Wes basically attacked me and gave me PTSD with just a fucking mask. So,
That's impressive.
It is.
That's impressive.
Considering the fact that Jonathan's normal face doesn't scare me, I've got a high pain tolerance.
You should cater to Carol one year and just have these really giant spiders coming down on her.
She's
coming
never
down.
Play, though.
A new version of arachnophobia.
Yeah.
I would be on the other side of the building. There'd be no fucking way. I would not do it.
Carol's coming after me after that one.
So that's why the fire alarm got set off.
Now I know what to put in her shower at the hotel.
It's so hot.
Not even funny, man. Not even funny.
Cut a bitch.
Not even funny. You remember the old cartoons like Bugs Bunny when the people were scared, or when Daffy Duck was scared and he'd run through a door and like his body shape would be in that.
Yeah, that's you.
That would be me. Yes, absolutely.
I don't know. Why is there a silhouette of Cher?
Cher left her to
the hole, just like Cher going through that wall.
Yikes. Yeah, not good.
Just gonna get her stuff one.
Yeah, you motherfuckers are in trouble. I said it.
One of those on a fishing pole, Jonathan, bring your fishing pole and lower one down on her on the porch.
That's funny. That's funny you talk about that, because we've been talking about a new creature that we've been looking at that crawls around on the ceiling and then comes down.
Yep.
I will never ever play.
Nice.
Never find me in a game ever.
The teddy bear troll and some new creatures we're developing. Yeah.
No, not gonna happen.
And
let Carol know
12-foot tall monster.
It's not gonna. I'm not gonna come anywhere near it.
Oh, you wouldn't see it until it's right there.
Until it's too late.
That's right there on her face.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I would have to unalive you because you didn't warn me. Simple as that.
Yeah, we love you guys.
By the way, I would too, Kiki. If there was anything that was 8-legged, it would not happen.
Oh, it's not 8-legged.
No, it's not 8-legged.
It's just 7 and one's missing.
Right?
No.
Missing a leg.
No.
It's like 40 or 50 legs, right?
Right.
Oh,
no. That's
Hell
even
no.
worse.
No.
Even worse.
So, Carol, those creatures in the mist didn't get you?
No, they did not.
Oh, I love the mist too.
I love that movie so much that I can handle just about anything. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they weren't
They weren't spiders.
there all the time, and there were spiders.
There is a part in the movie where they see the spiders, and that's the part that I can't watch. I don't think I've ever seen that scene through. And I've seen the movie several times.
That must be in
I
the
hate
drugstore.
spiders too.
Ugh, can't stand them.
Mm-mm.
No. And I love creepy crawlies. I love centipedes. I love creepy crawlies, but I do not like spiders at all. Not gonna happen. No. Anyway, enough about my phobias.
Oh, how funny.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for being on tonight. We love you guys. We love your faces. We can hardly wait to see you guys in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And yes, Jonathan, even you, when you yell shots at me, I'm excited to see you.
Do it.
That's right.
Do it.
I'm gonna make sure to put a spider in your shot glass.
Oh, shut up.
Shots.
Shut up. Oh, that's wicked. That's wicked.
Oh,
My liver
Yeah.
is not ready to see any of you guys, but you know how that goes.
well,
Sorry,
we love you.
spider
We
got me.
love y'all.
Sorry, a spider got me.
Spider
wet.
got me.
He's frozen. A spider got him. He's dead.
Oh my God. Well, we love you guys.
Love you.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. We appreciate
Y'all
everything.
have a weeks.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.